The Switch 2 just got a big update because apparently there's a brand new Switch 2 model that was spotted in the wild, and it has an updated screen, which is pretty big news. And as we all know, we do have rumors and leaks about an Ocarina of Time Special Edition console coming out. I would assume that would probably be releasing alongside the Ocarina of Time game. Not saying that this new Switch 2 model with a better screen is the Ocarina of Time one. I just wanted to bring that up because of the fact that the Switch 2 seemingly is going to have a good and bright future as far as the different versions and models of this specific console, because what would a video game console be if there aren't just random revisions of it every now and then? And we got some more other Nintendo news to talk about in today's video. So right before we do hop into it, please subscribe to the channel. Help reach my goal of 10k subs, guys. We are so insanely close. Let's see if we get the sub goal today of 25 subscribers, guys. We're going big. All right, let's just hop right into it. So we got right here from VGC Chronicled, the new Switch 2 model spotted in the wild with an updated screen, and it's an updated LCD screen. So it was spotted by Nintendo Patents Watch. The updated model allegedly surfaced on a Chinese resale site that features a sharp LCD panel with significantly redesigned inputs compared to the standard Switch 2 model, suggesting that it's not a minor revision. Now, at first, I think a lot of people, including myself, were low-key like, okay, it's probably nothing insane. It's probably just something little, but apparently this is actually going to be a lot bigger, a good improvement for the Switch 2 screen in general. So the speculation is currently that the new screen is going to address the ghosting issues that the launch model suffers compared to all of its predecessors, or it could just be related to the revised Switch 2 model that's coming to Europe, and that specific model has built-in batteries that are actually removable, and I'm a little bit jealous of that because I think that would just be a perfect all-around console. So I would genuinely like if my Switch 2 could have a removable battery. I know that could be kind of annoying at times, but I think in the long run, it probably would be pretty beneficial, especially, you know, if you're playing your Switch 2 for a couple of hours in handheld mode. The battery isn't amazing. Like, I wouldn't say it's terrible, but it's definitely not amazing. So being able to swap a battery in and out would actually be so clutch. The only downside to this update is that it's not the OLED upgrade. I still think that's going to happen soon. I don't think it's going to happen within the next year or two. I think that's going to be something a little bit down the line, but I think it's safe to say that an OLED will happen eventually. However, with that being said, the current Switch 2 screen looks fantastic. The OLED definitely has its perks, but the current Switch 2 screen looks significantly better than just the regular Switch screen. It's definitely very good. The colors pop. It's very vibrant, very crisp, clear. I honestly don't have any complaints about the Switch screen. Right here you can see the post from Nintendo Patents Watch saying that the new Switch 2 LCD panel, most likely made by Sharp, has surfaced on a Chinese resale site. Compared from the launch model, the exposed circuit connector and cables are definitely different, indicating an updated design and that it's not a minor revision. The Switch 2 currently has a 9.7-inch LCD screen capable of 1080p output with HDR10 and VRR up to 120 Hz, and they were asked why they went with LCD over OLED, saying that now there's a lot of advancements that have been made with LCD technology during development. We took a look at the technology that was available to us now, and after a lot of consideration, we decided to stick to LCD. He added, even with the OLED version of the Switch, we didn't have compatibility support for HDR, but that's something we have the support for now. Like I said, I think OLED is coming eventually, and the LCD screen isn't bad at all. And if you guys do remember from a while ago, we have 4 confidential designs from Nintendo, and this could be more than just a console, but of course Hugo's theories are that it's going to be like a Switch Pro controller, Switch 2 console specifically for Ocarina of Time, maybe that second DS screen, because now we do know that we kind of have a bigger, higher chance of DS games being brought over to the Switch 2 here eventually. So I think that is really good news. It's really cool to see that Nintendo are constantly working on the Switch 2. The Switch 2 is selling very well. Their games are selling very well. Star Fox is doing numbers. It seems like Nintendo are really focused on making the Switch 2 an all-around amazing console. The only thing, in my opinion, at the moment, guys, that I think we do need are more special edition Switch 2 consoles and just different colors for like the Joy-Cons, because sure, we do have, I think, 2 custom color Joy-Cons, and they're just, I mean, bro, it's like you can't even see the color you're paying for $100 for, and it's just insane. So I want an all-around, like, completely blue Joy-Con or green Joy-Con, whatever the heck it may be. I do think those are coming eventually, but with that Switch 2 exclusive Ocarina of Time console, we've mentioned this a couple of times. It's a big rumor, and it was from a pretty reputable source, so it does seem like it's going to happen. And now Ocarina of Time is coming out this year. It would be a little bit silly if they dropped the console after Ocarina of Time, so that's why I'm pretty confident in the fact of it coming out with Ocarina of Time as some sort of bundle potentially, maybe even just sold separately, but I still think it's going to happen around this time, especially because of the fact that, the holiday season is going to be approaching us. So a lot of those consoles probably will be sold for the holidays. And you guys already know that scalpers are going to get their hands on it. So hopefully Nintendo could really prevent that, specifically with that console, because I don't know, man, if it's good enough, I might be buying it. I've mentioned this before, but I'm holding out for a Pokemon Winds and Waves Switch 2 console. Let me know, what Nintendo IP, game, whatever series do you want to see a Switch 2 console for? I think they're going to do some eventually. I mean, now the Switch 2 is a year old, so I mean, it's still pretty early on, and that's why I do think that they're going to be dropping these exclusive consoles over time. They're probably not going to do a ton of them just because everything is so expensive nowadays, so I'm sure it costs them a lot of money for the material and just, designing it. But an Ocarina of Time console, I just can imagine it's going to be so cool. It's got to be an awesome. And I also want to bring up the fact that they're probably eventually going to do a Switch 2 Lite. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. I could see a Lite console or like a, different version of a Switch 2 maybe dropping in a couple of years, 2-3 years, because the Switch 2, I mean, it's going to be the main Nintendo console for the next, 7-8-ish years, give or take. And they're still selling, Switch 1s and Switch Lites at the moment. So it's not like they're in a ginormous rush to be giving us a different Switch 2 console, being the Switch 2 Lite or whatever the heck they would do. I'm assuming they're just going to copy the exact same idea with the Switch 1 and just do the Lite version where it's just a smaller Switch 2. Hopefully it would be a dockable console. I think that would be really important, but at the same time, it seems like people don't have an issue that you can't dock the Switch Lite. I always thought that was a little silly that you couldn't dock the Switch Lite because, I mean, it's called a Switch. You can't even take out the Joy-Cons, you can't dock it, so it's not really a Switch, if that makes sense. I'm sure some of you guys agree with that too, but yeah, that's probably going to come out eventually. And of course, I will always keep you guys updated as soon as I possibly can about these future designs, exclusive consoles, all their updates with the Switch 2, so make sure to turn on the post notifications so you don't miss those future updates when they do drop. We did just have the big Splatoon Raiders Direct and Treehouse, and now it looks like people are really excited. So Star Fox has been doing numbers, it's been doing really well, getting great reception. I mean, sure, you'll hear people complain about it here and there. I haven't tried it out yet. I'm going to eventually, but I've heard overall good things about it, right? Splatoon Raiders, a lot of people are saying it looks awesome. Fire Emblem Fortune's Wave 2, of course, so people are really hyped for Nintendo right now. Dude, it feels like Nintendo, out of all the other companies, PlayStation and Xbox, Nintendo are quite literally like the only company at the moment doing things right and actually getting good press because of the fact that Xbox raising their prices, PlayStation have raised their prices, and they're just not really doing anything crazy with their games and stuff. I think people are converting over to Nintendo quick, and it shows by the fact that the Switch 2 consoles are selling very well. They're selling like hotcakes right now, man. We do have Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion remastered on the Switch 2 at 900p 30 FPS handheld and then 1080p 30 FPS docked, and it has DLSS, saying that this new remastered version basically modernizes the 2006 game of the year. So are you guys gonna be playing this? I know like this style of game is extremely popular, and it seems like the release date was put out there, so now it's going to be officially arriving to the platform August 11th. So we're just about a month and a half ish, give or take a couple days away from the release of this dropping. I swear we're just in a time right now where like so many things are getting remastered, so many things are getting remade, and I think that just goes to show that, man, some of the best games of all time were made a long time ago. It's really cool. I mean, I'm obviously all for new games. I really enjoy remasters. It is just really interesting to see like how many remakes, how many remasters we're getting in the modern day. Let me know, guys, what is a game you think just needs to be remade or remastered or just modernized? Could be from any company, by the way, like not even just Nintendo or anything. Anyway, thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure to leave a like on the video. Let me know what you think about this new Switch news. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.